Happy Wednesday, everyone. Corinne from Mama's Little Lambs. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you a couple different hauls that I did, and I'll be back to share with you what I got. If you haven't guessed by now, one of the first places I went was Lakeshore. I absolutely love that store. It has such fabulous stuff in there, and you have to be careful when you go in there because you end up spending more than you intended. So I got in and got out with just a few things this time, which makes me happy. And I got some really great things. So I'm going to share the things that I got with you. Um, as you watched in a previous video, I had talked about my son, Mason, who is 5, and he has a DAD and SPD, and he just has a little bit of problems pronouncing certain letters. So when he says kiss, it sounds like fist. And so I got him this little hear myself sound phone because when he says the letter K, he can say kick. But when he says kiss, he says fist. So this is really good. For phonetic awareness and reading fluency. So it just helps them hear what they're saying and how they can possibly help correct the sounds that they're making when they're doing phonetic sounds. So I was excited to get this because this is one of the recommendations. And it could be from processing sensory disorder or ADHD. I'm not certain, but there was just a few letters that he was having problems with. So I thought we would get this and go by the recommendation and just see how this works out. I don't know if any of you have used this. If you have, leave me a comment below and let me know because I am curious about this. The next thing that I got, I got two different ones. I got Subtraction. It's a subtraction machine. And I like this because when you push it down, the answer shows. So I got Mason Subtraction. I do have all 4 of them. This is the addition one. And like I said, when you push the button in, it pops up. The answer pops up on the side here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it shows the answer. And I have all 4 of them now. So I bought addition, subtraction, and I had multiplication and division for Ava, which I have saved for Mason to use. So those are 2 that I got. I also got it's grab and play game, United States. Explore the history and geography of all 50 states. And I'm excited for this because we are doing American history and, and with geography, we're talking about the different states and capitals. So this is another great game to add when we do our game schooling day on Fridays opposite of tea time. So I'm excited about this one. I also got for Mason, I can build simple words. And I like it because every children need to master basic CVC spelling patterns and, and hands-on. So it includes 50 double-sided work cards, 10 for each short vowel sound, 150 color-coded foam letters, and 2 skill levels on each card. So if they do bus, they can put the letters B-U-S, or they can get the beginning sound, which would be B, and look for the letter B. And I like it because it has all the vowel sounds, and it has little drawers, and each card goes in the drawer, and then the little magnets go on there. And they're really nice because they're foam, and they got magnet on the back. So I really like this. I'm excited. I can build simple words because Mason is so wanting to read, and first we have to know how to spell, and he's worked so hard on his phonetic sounds and alphabet, and he's doing so great. So this year we're going to be starting with CVCs and really focusing on our vowels. So that was a great one to get. The last thing that I got there was Folktales Problem Solving Kit, and this is about Paul Bunyan. And I picked this one because right here in Colorado, we went up and seen where Paul Bunyan was, and It had all information and museum there, and I made a video on it. But I really like it because it gives you, it says, explore the tales of Paul Bunyan, then design a wagon that carries his heavy knapsack. So it just gives him lots of fun things to do. It's got story cards, teacher cards, 3 student cards, 52 building pieces, rubber bands, weighted knapsack. It's got reproducible design sheets and tape measure. So it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm excited to do this. Kind of shows you on the back everything. It's coming. It was $50 and I got it for $30. It was marked down to $30. So I thought, how fun is this? And it's a STEM work, and Mason loves that. So that's the last thing I got at Mardell's. Now the next things I got are from Amazon. So I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to start with this pile first over here. I picked this one up because I had the other 2 from Usborne Books, but I did not have Science Activities Volume 3. So I got that book for us. I also picked up the book, Poetry for Kids, Emily Dickinson, sorry. And I really like, they're so whimsical. I love the pictures in here. And I love that go with all the different poems. And I just think it's really nice. We do have Emily Dickinson that we have from Charlotte Mason. And I like that, but I thought this would be nice for Mason with the pictures so he can actually see colored pictures and things going on. So I thought this would be a nice addition to our poetry collection. So that's another one I got. I also got this, the Outdoor Toddler Activity Book. It's 100 fun activities, learning activities for outside play, and it's from toddlers all the way up to 5. So Mason is just 5, so I thought you could probably use it for older children too. But it gives you lots of good resources. It talks about children books, about dough and object sculpturing, painting stones, and making a snake, and just great fun things that we like to do. So I'm excited about this book. I like that it has lots of different things for outside and just fun things that we can do. I liked this right here. I think this is so cool. Mason has a mud kitchen, and I thought, how cool. Bang and Clang Sound Station. That looks like a really cool project for us to do on our fence. So I'm sure that will be one that we will be doing. So just lots of fun on that. So that's one of the other books I got. The next few books that I got talk about our feelings, and I'm adding these to Mason's calming basket. And this is my mixed emotion, help your kids handle their feelings. And it's really cool. It just has some really great illustrations in here. And it says, I don't fit in. It goes through Beat the Blues. And it's sadness. I have 2 homes now. It talks about separation and divorces. What do you do when you're new? A new beginning. It just goes through so many great different things. Anger issues, just things that they can do and relax, and different ways of relaxing and being grateful, and bowls of happiness and happily ever after, and all are important. So I just thought this would be an awesome book to add. The next one is We're Different, We're the Same. We are different and we are the same. It talks about our hair is different. Maybe our skin color is different. Our lips are different. Our nose are different. And just all the different things that we have about us. But we have a lot of things that are the same. So God created us all. So we are all the same. We just have different features. And I liked this, Shades of People. And I thought, look at these beautiful children. How could anybody discriminate against such beautiful children? I love their pictures. I love this picture of their little hands. So special to me. It makes my heart sad when I think of the world and what's going on in it right now, and just how people are being treated, and little children are being drawn into it, and it's just sad. You just see these beautiful little children, and how could anybody treat anybody? I mean, red and yellow, black and white, and brown, they are precious in my sight. I just look at these children. I want Mason to always love everybody, so I was happy to get this book. I did also get this one. It's Skin Like Mine, and it talks about people, and some people have skin like you, and some people don't. And it's kind of like peanut butter and jelly. They go together, but they're different. It's just like this Oreo cookie. The cream inside is white, but the cookie is brown. And it's just like our friends. They can be different colors. They can be different sizes and different shapes, and their hair can be different. But they're still like us. And it says, I love my skin. Oh, how I love my brown skin. I wouldn't trade it for any other shade. And that's so important, to love who you are and be who you are. And I love these little friends setting together. When we're together, our skin color doesn't mean a thing, because we know it's what's inside that matters the most. Color should never keep two people from being close. Isn't that the truth? We can learn so much from children. What a blessing. The next thing I got are, these are 5 oversized wall pockets, and I like these, and I do have corkboard, but I don't know how I'm going to hang these for sure or where, but it's just create organization. And I like it because I have a clipboard for my children to fill out every day. We fill out our work, but I thought these might be good because there's 5 of them, and it would work perfect for the 5 days that we're schooling, to stick in our finished work in here, and then I can review it and check where they have written down what they've done. So I did like those really well. And I like this. This is a primary journal created story tablet. And I have other ones, but I thought I'm grabbing this one. And so I got this one also. And it's perfect to draw pictures and write in. And the next thing I got, I have a new shelf. It is white and it has drawers more like this. But I like these because these are the chalkboard sticky paper, and you just write on Mondays or whatever you want to write on those. And I'm going to use it for my math manipulatives, so I'm going to write on what they are. So I was excited to get this and be able to do the chalk, because I love that. I think it looks really nice. And my drawers, it's white cabinet, and it's got different colors of drawers. It kind of starts with the white, cream, yellow, and then greens, and goes down to a pretty darker green. So these I'm excited to use. The next things I got were first readers. It's called The Ugly Duckling. It's sticker storybook, and it's really nice, and it's just got a whole bunch of different, it's kind of got sight words in it, and it goes through, it talks about the ugly duckling, and then it gives you stickers that you can take and put in places on the story, and it'll tell you where you put where on her nest in the pond, and we'll find the stickers and match that. And then I got one that's Hansel and Gretel too, because I just really think it's important to do the classical books that we used to read, and when I was little we read these, and it was so much fun, and I absolutely loved them. The next thing that I got is called Billy and Blaze Collection. My son absolutely loves the movie Spirit. He loves the horses. So I got this series. I do believe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 different stories. So I thought these would be good chapter books for us to read. And we're doing Pioneer Days where they used a lot of horses. And so he is going to enjoy this really well, I know. The other thing I'm so excited about, I had the Bible, the Jesus Storybook Bible. I had this. I just got this not too long ago, but it's absolutely a beautiful Bible. And if any of you have it, it's just the illustrations in it are beautiful, and it's just a beautiful Bible. And it's so great for children. So I'm excited about this. But then I got these videos, volume 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it goes through, and it has 11 different stories on it, and it has songs on there. And I thought, when I'm working with my 9th grader, my Mason, who's my kindergartner, could watch one of these near me, because we can put it in the CD-ROM on our computer, and he can watch and see this. So he can watch this while I'm busy if I'm helping her doing something, and I think this will be great for him to have. But the most exciting thing that I found, and it must have just came out, I don't know, I've not seen it before, but it's the Jesus Story. Every story whispers his name Bible coloring book. 60 fun pages to color. And I just thought, how amazing is this? So we're going to color the picture that goes along with the story. And so I don't know if you guys have seen this before. I've not seen it. I was so excited when I seen it. I was like, oh my goodness, I absolutely love this. So I had to order that to go with this, to go with these. So I was excited about that. Now, the next things I'm going to share with you are about things we'll be using with our American history, because my daughter is doing that. And for our morning subjects that we'll do together is going to be history, and it's American history. So the first thing I want to show you is the United States of America. Mason loves to do puzzles. I thought this would be a perfect way to kind of remember and locate where north, south, east, and west the states are located, and it gives you the state capitals when you underneath the actual puzzle piece. So I thought he would really like this. I do have one that makes sounds too, but when we're trying to maybe do read aloud, he could go ahead and do this and then put the pieces back where they go. Find out, we're in Colorado. Where does Grandma and Grandpa live? So he could find, and where do our aunties and uncles live? And he could go through and find the states they live in. So that's something that he can use. The next things I got for Mason, I have 4 other sets, but these are some soldiers because we're going to talk about different wars and different time periods. So this is the Confederate soldiers, and I got 2 of these because he likes playing with them. And then I do have the Revolutionary War. I do have the Civil War, and let's see, what other one did I have? Explorers, and I'm thinking the American Revolution, Civil War, and I think some other ones. I can't think of them right now, but I will. Hopefully before the video is through. So I got some Professor Noggin games. This is Geography of the United States because I want to know location. Explorers, American Revolution, Civil War, and our presidents. So I think these are great, and these are in our basket to use, and we will do these, switch back and forth on what things we're going to do, and then during game day on Friday we will do some of those also. Some fun books I got for Mason was Duck for President. See, let me kind of switch these other ones around. Follow That Map. Lewis and Clark discovers on the trail. So I like this because it came with a little compass, and it came with a ruler, and it came with pencils, and I thought, how cool is this? So I just thought how fun. It's got different things in here, settling for a long, wet winter, and then it gives you codes, and it gives you maps, and it crossword puzzles, and it's got a story, and it's just really a neat book, and I was excited about this book. And I know Abe and Mason can work on this together, so that would be really great. Buffalo Bill and the Pony Express. We just were up to Buffalo Bill's grave and went up there. So I'm excited for this book. Smart About the Presidents. And I like this because this goes, let's see, which, I don't know if it's this one or my other one, but let's see on this one where it ends. President, yep, it has Donald Trump. So it goes all the way to the end. It is kind of done in a comic form, but it gives you great information. And Mason likes all the different colors and the silly faces. So I thought this would be a great book. The Tuttle Twins, I just got the law. Thought that would be a good one to have. And then Have Fun with the Presidents, Activities, Projects, and Fascinating Facts. So we'll go through here. We can do some coloring, some puzzles, they have poems in here. They have different activities to do, just all kinds of great things that we can be creative. They have some recipes we can make. So I'm kind of excited about this one. And then this is a book that I got also. So Who Wants to Be President? And I think this will be a great book for us. Mason will like all the different illustrations, and it's really good because it's got some great information. Picture books always aren't for elementary students. They can be used for high school students. Because the information doesn't change. So I just thought this would be really neat. And it just goes through all the different presidents and talks about them. And then a couple of things that I got that we are doing a unit study on birds. It called for this book, 50 Favorite Birds coloring book by Dover. So I got that one. I also got Adventure Handbook Survival Guide, and this is in Science Journal. So we have different things in here. We're going to talk about surviving. How did they survive people long ago when they didn't have all the access that we have? So I thought this would be a fun book to have and kind of write down and think about things and what they would have done and what type of tools they use to build things and catch fish and all of that thing. So I thought that would be super great. And then the last thing that I got, I do believe this is the last one, is called Ultimate U.S. Road Trips by National Geographic. It's an atlas. There's maps, games, activities, and more for hours of backseat fun. So it just goes through different things. It goes through different locations in Vermont, the different states. It tells you about them. It's just some great information in here about each state. And as we're doing our geography and we're going through the different 50 states and going through capitals, we can get some more information through this book. So I was excited about this book. I thought, how fun will this be? So I'm excited about everything that we got. I hope you've enjoyed this haul. If you have any questions about anything, please feel free to ask. I hope I covered everything good. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Click on that notification bell so you'll know when I make my next video. And thank you for just being my support team and just being here and always lifting me up by your comments. And I just hope you've enjoyed this, and may you have a rich, blessed Wednesday. Bye-bye now.